Have you ever wondered what it is about yachts that captivates the ultra-wealthy? I mean, what is it that makes these floating palaces so irresistible to the rich and famous? If you've ever found yourself pondering that very question, then you're in the right place. Hello and welcome back to our channel. You know, whenever we see those huge shiny boats sailing along the coastline, we can't help but wonder, what is it about these fancy floating homes that captivates the super rich? Is it just about showing off their wealth, or is there something deeper going on? Well, today, we're going to dive into that very question and explore the fascinating reasons why the rich love yachts. The allure of luxury and high status. Let's start with the obvious. Yachts are incredibly luxurious. I mean, just take a look at these vessels. They're like floating mansions, complete with gourmet kitchens, spa-like bathrooms, and way more fancy features than most people's actual houses. And for the super wealthy, that's a big part of the appeal. You see, when you have more money than you know what to do with, the urge to show off that wealth gets really strong. And what better way to do it than by buying a jaw-droppingly beautiful yacht that screams, "Look how successful I am." It's a way for the rich to display their wealth and high social status in a way that's both visually stunning and totally impressive. But it's not just about looking fancy on the outside. There's also a certain sense of exclusivity and privilege that comes with owning a yacht. These aren't just boats that anyone can hop on. They're symbols of power, influence, and access to a world that most people can only dream about. And for the ultra-wealthy, that feeling of being part of an elite club is a big part of the appeal. They want to be able to say, "I'm one of the few who can afford a yacht like this." It's a way of signaling to the world that they've made it, that they're at the top of the financial ladder, and that they're living a lifestyle that most people can only imagine. The thrill of the open water. But you know, as much as the luxury and high status of yachts are tempting, we think there's another deeper draw that really speaks to the rich, and that's the pure excitement and freedom of being out on the open water. Imagine this, you're on board a massive yacht, slicing through the waves and feeling the wind in your hair. It's like you've left the regular world behind, free from traffic lights, deadlines, and the constant demands of everyday life. Instead, you're fully immersed in the beauty and tranquility of the open sea, able to escape all the stress and pressure of your high-powered existence. And for the wealthy, that sense of adventure and liberation is super alluring. They've already conquered the business world, and now they're seeking new frontiers to explore, whether it's sailing to remote tropical islands, racing across open waters, or just anchoring in a hidden cove to soak up the stunning views. It's a way for them to tap into their more adventurous, primal side, a side that often gets buried under all their responsibilities and obligations. And for many of the rich, that thrill of the open water is like a form of therapy, a way to recharge and get a fresh perspective that's so easy to lose in the chaos of normal life. The lure of exclusivity and privacy. But there's another aspect of yachts that we think really resonates with the wealthy, and that's the sense of exclusivity and privacy they provide. You see, when you own a luxury yacht, you're not just buying a boat, you're buying into a whole world of private clubs, elite events, and tight-knit communities that are off limits to regular folks. It's kind of like having your own private island, but one that's constantly moving and taking you to the most exclusive and desirable spots around the world. And for the rich, that feeling of being part of an elite in-the-know group is incredibly appealing. After all, when you have more money than you know what to do with, the one thing that becomes really scarce is privacy and seclusion. Everyone wants a piece of you, the paparazzi, the media, even just the constant demands of your social and professional circles. But on a yacht, you can finally escape all of that. You can retreat to your own private oasis, away from the prying eyes of the world, and just be yourself. You can host fancy parties and events for your closest friends and business partners, without having to worry about the general public crashing the party. And you can explore remote and exotic locations without being surrounded by crowds of tourists. It's a level of exclusivity and control that the wealthy simply can't find anywhere else. And for them, that feeling of being in control of their own special world is incredibly powerful. The ability to have their own private space, their own unique experience, that's a big part of why owning a yacht is so appealing to the rich. The convenience and flexibility of yacht ownership. But you know, as enticing as the luxury, high status, and exclusivity of yachts might be, we think there's another factor that really appeals to the rich, and that's the sheer convenience and flexibility that comes with owning one of these floating mansions. Think about it. When you have a yacht, you basically have a luxury vacation home that you can take with you anywhere in the world. You don't have to worry about booking hotels, dealing with airports, or any of the typical hassles of regular travel. Instead, you could just hop on board, set sail, and explore the globe at your own pace. And for the busy, high-powered individuals who make up the bulk of the yacht-owning class, that level of convenience and flexibility is priceless. They're constantly juggling work commitments, social obligations, and the demands of their personal lives. So the last thing they want to deal with is the headache of planning a complicated vacation. But with a yacht, all of that goes out the window. They could just pack their bags, jump on board, and let the crew handle everything else. They can wake up in a different exotic location every morning morning, discover new places at their leisure, and enjoy all the comforts of home without having to stress about the logistics of getting there. And let's not forget about the sheer size and amenities of these yachts. We're talking about floating palaces with things like full-service spas, fitness centers, movie theaters, and even helicopter pads. It's the ultimate in luxury travel, where you get all the perks of a 5-star resort, but with the added bonus of being able to explore the world on your own terms. The prestige of yacht racing. But you know, as much as the wealthy love the idea of owning a yacht for the comfort and convenience, there's another aspect that we think really speaks to their competitive spirit, and that's the prestige and excitement of yacht racing. You see, for the super rich, the thrill of pitting their boats against each other in high-stakes, adrenaline-fueled races is incredibly appealing. It's a way for them to not only show off their wealth and status, but also their skills, expertise, and strategic savvy as sailors and boat owners. And let me tell you, the world of yacht racing is no joke. These aren't just your average weekend regattas. We're talking about highly specialized, high-performance vessels that are engineered to push the limits of speed and maneuverability. And the competitions themselves are just as intense, with teams of highly trained professionals working together to navigate the treacherous waters and outmaneuver their rivals. But for the wealthy yacht owners, that level of challenge and competition is all part of the appeal. They love the opportunity to pit their boats and their teams against the best of the best, to prove their mettle and cement their status as the true masters of the open water. And let's not forget about the prestige and bragging rights that come with winning a major yacht race. I mean, these events are the stuff of legend, with the victors celebrated as the cream of the crop in the luxury yachting world. It's a level of recognition and respect that the rich definitely crave, and they're more than willing to pour endless time and money into their racing programs to achieve it. The thrill of exploration and adventure. But you know, as much as the wealthy love the status and prestige that comes with yacht ownership, we think there's another aspect that really speaks to their sense of adventure and exploration. And that's the excitement of discovering new and exotic destinations, of charting their own course through uncharted waters. After all, when you have the resources to go anywhere in the world, the possibilities for adventure and exploration become almost limitless. And for the rich, the idea of sailing to remote tropical islands, finding hidden coves and pristine beaches, or even venturing into the icy waters of the Arctic is incredibly alluring. It's a way for them to tap into that innate human desire to explore, to discover, to push the boundaries of what's possible. And with a yacht at their disposal, they have the means to do it in style, with all the comforts and amenities they're used to. But it's not just about the destination, you know? It's also about the journey itself, the thrill of navigating tricky waters, the adrenaline rush of battling the elements, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with successfully completing a challenging voyage. And for the wealthy, that spirit of adventure and exploration is a major draw. It's a way for them to break free from the constraints of their everyday lives, to challenge themselves in ways they don't often get to, and to create memories and experiences that they'll treasure forever. The intergenerational appeal of yachts. But you know, as much as the rich love owning a yacht for themselves, we think there's something even more powerful at play here, and that's the intergenerational appeal of these floating palaces. You see, for many of the ultra-wealthy, a yacht isn't just a personal plaything, it's a legacy, a way to pass on their wealth and their love of the open water to future generations. That's why you often see these massive yachts being handed down from one family member to the next, with each new owner putting their own spin on the vessel. It's a way for the rich to create a shared family experience, a tradition that can be carried on through the ages. And for the kids and grandkids of these yacht owners, it's a way to connect with their family's history, to feel a sense of belonging and continuity that could be so hard to find in our fast-paced, fragmented world. But it's not just about the emotional and sentimental value, you know? There's also a practical aspect to this intergenerational appeal. When you have a yacht that's been meticulously maintained and upgraded over the years, it can actually represent a significant and appreciating asset, one that can be passed down and used to build wealth and financial security for future generations. And for the wealthy, that's a pretty powerful incentive to invest in a yacht. It's not just a personal indulgence, but a tangible, real-world asset that could be leveraged to create a lasting legacy and a secure financial future for their loved ones. The environmental impact of yachts. But you know, as we've been exploring all the reasons why the rich love yachts, it's important to also consider the potential environmental impact of these massive vessels. After all, yachts can have a significant carbon footprint with their powerful engines and energy-hungry amenities. And for the wealthy, who are often at the forefront of environmental and social consciousness, this is something that they're increasingly grappling with. They want to be able to enjoy the luxury and excitement of yacht ownership, but they also want to do it in a way that's responsible and sustainable. That's why we're seeing a growing trend towards more eco-friendly yacht designs, with features like hybrid propulsion systems, solar panels, and advanced waste management systems. The rich are recognizing that they have a unique opportunity to lead the way in creating a more sustainable future for the yachting industry. At the same time, many yacht owners are also getting involved in marine conservation efforts, using their vessels to support research, cleanup initiatives, and other projects that help protect the health of our oceans. It's a way for them to balance their love of the open water with a deeper sense of stewardship and responsibility. So there you have it, the many reasons why the rich are so captivated by yachts, from the allure of luxury and high status to the thrill of the open water and the lure of exclusivity and privacy. These floating mansions offer a unique and irresistible combination of experiences and benefits that speaks to the ultra-wealthy in a profound way. But at the end of the day, we think the true appeal of yachts goes even deeper than that. It's about tapping into that fundamental human desire for adventure, exploration, and the creation of lasting memories and legacies. It's about breaking free from the constraints of everyday life and embracing the freedom and excitement of the open sea. And for the wealthy, with their seemingly limitless resources and their endless thirst for new experiences, owning a yacht becomes a way to not just indulge their own desires, but to create something truly meaningful and lasting, a family legacy, a shared adventure, and a testament to their success and their love of the world around them. So the next time you see one of those massive gleaming yachts cruising by, remember, it's not just about showing off their wealth and status. It's about connecting with something deeper, something that speaks to the very heart and soul of what it means to live life to the fullest, to explore the world, and to create a lasting legacy that will endure for generations to come. And who knows, maybe one day that could be you. If the idea of owning your own yacht and living that luxurious, adventurous lifestyle appeals to you, then I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your dream. I'd love to chat more about how you can start making it a reality. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of my wealth building masterclasses. There's plenty more where this came from, all designed to help you live your best, most fulfilling life.